All right. Hi, everybody. It's January 3rd, 2017, and I am very excited to share with you guys an outline that I just got a hold of this morning. My friends Christina Maniscalco and Aaron Brown put together this amazing kind of like a health challenge, like a 7-day health challenge. It involves healthy eating, it involves some exercise, it involves some tips like a blog, it involves recipes and products. And the cool thing is it references our websites all throughout the event. Now, a lot of us I know took part in Megan's Salad in a Jar outline or event yesterday. I was able to kind of go back and look through today. It's amazing. She was laughing because I asked her for her outline, and she's like, well, it's basically the outline I had started with, but she found some great additional pieces that really added a lot of value, I think, for our guests and customers. So what I wanted to do today is just kind of go through kind of like a how-to. So first, I mean, there are some consultants that have not even been a consultant for a week yet. There are some consultants that maybe have never done a virtual party before that aren't sure how to copy and paste. And those are all very valid. But I'm hoping through this half hour or 40 minutes on this Zoom that I can just share with you guys a very simple way to start an event right now and in 7 days have at least one party to submit. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to recommend is that, and I will take some of these posts and ideas and share them on our team page. I will share the outlines on the team page as well, so you'll have those. And I'm just going to show you on this Zoom kind of how to copy and paste. You do not need to have Evernote, although both of these links are in Evernote. So I'm going to show you how you can even copy and paste right into a Word document, and then how you can go from there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen because I just want to show you this cool outline. Okay, so you can see here, this is the outline. So they're suggesting that you can make this like your cover photo of your event, of your Facebook event. These are the event details right here where it says Get Healthy 7-Day Challenge with Pampered Chef. Here's what I'll be featuring during the challenge. Now, let me just stop right here and say that there are a lot of different ways to do virtual parties. To be honest, I prefer the ones that are just like the one day. Like there's a couple of days that you're posting some, getting people excited, maybe 1 or 2 days, and then a certain time, like maybe from 8:30 to 9:30 or from 7 to 8, you're kind of live posting more often. This particular one is set up to be more of a 7-day. And the idea here is it's different than any other 7-day because it's not a bunch of different posts each day. Each day they're offering a recipe, an exercise, a blog, and a product that they're featuring. So you could probably set this up where you can maybe instead of doing 7 days, because if you think about it, today's the 3rd. If you set it today and went 7 days, that's the 10th. And we know what happens on the 10th. Courtney, if you could mute, that would be great.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
No, you're good. You're good. It just helps with the recording. And then at the Q&A time, I'll let you guys know. So, because I got to be able to hear your questions. But so you don't have to necessarily hold it all 7 days. Maybe you're going to promote 7 tips and recipes in a 5-day period or whatever. So just keep that in mind. This is the way it was scripted. And you don't have to get hung up on the 10th. You can get, do this between now and the 15th. So maybe you start your event tomorrow. You start inviting people today. All right? So go back to this. Now, this is in Evernote. But if you don't have Evernote, I'm just going to show you. You can click right here. Take your cursor. Click right at the beginning. Press down on your top left mouse key. Okay? I know this is simple, but we have people on our team of all different levels. And all I'm doing is I'm just scrolling down with my finger on that that button on the mouse, where I'm basically copying. I'm going to select all of the information here. This is for if you do not have Evernote, which I'm guessing majority of you do not. So once I get to the bottom, I can hit on my keyboard the Control and then the C, and that copies everything, okay? Katie, if you could hit your mute button too, that would be great, sweetie. It's at the bottom left. I'm hearing like a TV or something in the background. Do you see the mute button at the bottom left of your screen? Here's some laughing. Do you see it, Katie?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. If you could.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, on your screen at the bottom left, there should be a little mute, little microphone kind of thing.
A mute microphone at the bottom.
Bottom left. Here, let me stop share real quick. Well, before I do that, I want to just go, I'm going to open up a Word, and I'm just going to open a new blank page in my Word. So after I hit Control C, I copied all that information. So I'm going to hit the Control and the letter V, like Victor. And what that's going to do, it's going to copy and paste. So right here, it's 41 pages in this Word document. But I just wanted to show you guys how to do that, because I know we have several people that sometimes get intimidated by technology, and you do not have to have Evernote to be able to do one of these events. Some of you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I know how to copy and paste, and that's okay, because we're all a team and we're all going to learn together. Okay, so here's what you're going to do, whether you're on Evernote or you're here at your Word document. If this picture you want to save, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the picture, and you're going to right-click on your mouse button, okay? When you right-click on your mouse button, you should have all of these little options come up. One of them is Save as a Picture. So I'm going to come up here, and wherever you're going to go on your, I'm just going to kind of go over here and create a new folder. And this is going to be Healthy Challenge. And then I'm just going to name this. This is what I do with my virtual parties. I'm just going to name it number 1. Because guess what? That's the first one that I'm going to use in this process. And then as I go through, I'm on page 1 now. I got to see which page I'm on now. Okay, this page is page 3. So this is page 2 right here. Okay, so the way my screen is set up, this is page 1, and it goes to the right. So I'm going to go and click on my right click on my mouse, that little button at the top right. I'm going to save as a picture. I'm going to go back to the same spot. Usually it'll open right up to this, so I'm not sure why it's not doing that. And then I'm going to name this picture number 2, because it's the second one I'm going to use. Okay. Then I'm going to go down. This is page 3. I'm going to right click. I'm going to save this picture. Okay. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to save every single one of these while we're on this, but I want to go through number 3. Okay. Now, if you want to unmute, I'm going to take a minute. Does anybody that's on right now have questions? Raise your hand if you have a question, or unmute and let me know. Does this make sense? Okay, Eldonna's good. Courtney, Katie, everybody good? Okay, and here's the thing too, I want to encourage everybody that's watching is, are you guys seeing the Word document? Give me a thumbs up if you're seeing the Word document. You see me scrolling? No, you're not seeing the Word document. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, I think with a stop share, since I was on Evernote at first, you were seeing my Evernote screen, right? Yes? Okay, so let me share now. I'm going to do a share screen to Word. Okay, so now you guys see my Word document, right? Yes, okay. So here I'm at the new Word document. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to take, I had done my Control-C after I selected all those pictures and all those words. So now I'm going to hit Control-V, like Victor. And do you see how it all popped into my Word document? Yes? You still don't see the Word document? Okay, somebody needs to unmute because I don't know what you're seeing.
It's not doing anything. I can see the Word document, but there's no movement, no action.
If your Word document that you have is the welcome to our team,
Okay, that's weird. Okay.
it's not a blank Word document.
Okay. Let me share this again. Okay, hold on one second. Thanks for bearing with me, girls. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Let me exit out of this first. I thought I had it figured out how this, by the way, did you guys see that? Welcome to the team sheet. I will be posting that on the big team page here in a minute. Okay, so now, okay, now you see a blank Word document? Okay, now give me a thumbs up if you see anything happening here. Yay! Okay, so what I did is I copied and pasted. Copied everything from the Evernote, which everybody should be able to click on the link and open up an Evernote. If you have an Evernote account, if you have the free version, probably you're not going to get many outlines in the free version at one time. But you don't need to have an Evernote account. You can totally open a Word document like I just did, Control V. Now that you see this, I'm going to just show you how to save one of the pictures, okay? So you're going to click over here. This B, it says active. Be active, be healthy, be happy. You see that? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to right click. And when I right click on my mouse, you can see I have this menu option. I'm going to click Save as a Picture. And then you can set up a file, whatever you want to do. I just am doing this under my bookings. This is healthy eating, and this is picture number 4. Like I said, when I am copying an outline or I'm getting an outline ready to go, I like to have one folder on my computer for that specific party or that party type. And I just number the pictures in the order that I'm going to use them. So that way, when I'm either scheduling them, if you don't have a scheduler, you don't need a scheduler, you can just know which one you're on. Okay, I'm on number 5 now, I'm on number 6. Does that make sense? Okay, now I'm going to ask you guys a question, so you may want to unmute, or you can just raise your hands if you want to. How many of you, have you all 4 done, or all 3 done, a virtual event of some sort?
Yeah.
Courtney has? Katie? No? Okay. So what you're going to want to do, I'm going to go over here to Facebook. You're going to want to set up a Facebook account. Katie, you're relatively new. When did you start your business?
Early November.
Okay, I knew we have had so many new gals. There is a welcome video, Katie, that I did not too long ago that I'm going to send you. It walks you through setting up a Facebook event, which will help you. Also walks you through setting up a party online, which I'm sure you know how to do already. But so you can just fast forward through that. But that's going to show you how to set up a Facebook event. Now, when you're setting up a Facebook event for you yourself, obviously you're setting it up because you're inviting people that you're connected with, right? Now, as we grow in our businesses and we're doing virtual parties for other hosts, because what I hope everybody will be able to do with this is I hope everybody will schedule an event on Facebook and host their own healthy eating party. I'm going to share both this outline and I'm going to share the outline that Megan used. I put that into an Evernote as well. So I'm going to share both of those outlines on our team page. I'm going to tell everybody on our whole entire team to set up a Facebook event, put a post out on your VIP page or on your regular timeline saying, oh my gosh, I'm hosting this incredibly fun, healthy challenge with Pampered Chef or eating healthy or however you want to phrase it. And we can even brainstorm on our team page about that too. But I want to challenge everybody to set one up and to do it. And pick which one you want, whether it's a salad in a jar one. You can do like Megan did last night where she did a couple of posts leading up to it the day before, the day of, and then she did kind of a 1-hour event. her event's already closed. She's already got a party turned in, right? So I'm going to encourage you to do that. Or if you feel better, if you don't have a scheduler and maybe you feel better about, hey, I'm going to do this 7-day healthy eating challenge and give my customers that, then what you're going to do is you're going to plan on, if you set it up tonight, start inviting people. Maybe tomorrow's the first day you post. Those of you that work full time, you can post the first post in the morning. Maybe over lunch you can post a second post, because there's basically 4 things that you're sharing each day. And you could share them all at once. You don't have to necessarily spread them out throughout the day. Maybe you're posting them all in the evening so that they're kind of ready to go for the next day. Does that make sense? Now, one more thing I want to share with you guys before we kind of open it up for Q&A. And I love, love, love both Christina and Erin. First of all, they're amazing for creating this, but they're so generous and they're just great gals anyway, but it was just very generous of them to share this with us. I would recommend any outline you get, read through it, make sure it makes sense. There are some gals from the East Coast, some gals from the West Coast. There's those of us here in the middle of the United States. So if something doesn't sound like you would say it, tweak it a little bit, okay? I love right here, if you notice, it says consultants, be sure to update all links with your personal website links. Now, let me just show you. As you're going through here, she's saying all the blog spots that are featured are from this healthy eating 7 tips. The company gives this to us, you guys. This is basically, we're going to be linking people to our own websites every day, right? Isn't that cool? Now, does everybody, thumbs up, does everybody know what your website is? Like pamperedchef.biz/ like mine's Christy Leskovac. Okay, so whatever yours is after the /, okay? Like you can see right here, mine is Christy Leskovac. So right here, you're going to take and you're going to copy, you're going to kind of highlight that. And that's just, oh shoot, now it's going to kind of take me over there to it. I'm going to copy that, Control-C, okay? And then I'm going to go down, I'm going to scroll down, and as I'm reading through this is what I did, because a lot of these said Maniscalco Kitchen or Aaron Brown, and I don't want it to, when I'm going to schedule these or post these, I don't want to be posting their links by accident, right? So you're going to go through, now these exercise ones that she's giving, these are not on our website. So you can just copy and paste all of that. And again, to copy, get your cursor where you want it to start, click on that top left button on your mouse and just scoot it to wherever you want it to go. Once it's highlighted, Control-C will copy it. Control-V like Victor will paste it where you want it to go on your event page, okay? Now, that was the exercise. Day 1 product. So see, I'm going to take here and I'm going to make sure it says Christy Leskovac. I'm not sure why this is not all a link, which is kind of weird, but I will fix that in a minute. But you can see, again, here's a picture. I will have copied and pasted that and copied it or saved it into my computer. But I'm going to go down here. Okay, here's a recipe. Guess where this recipe comes from? Our websites. So you're going to go right here in the middle where it says Christy Leskovac. You're going to grab hold of it and kind of highlight it right there in the middle. It's going to kind of go to the link because it is a hot link, but just click back over, Control Paste, make sure yours is in there. Okay? I hope this is making sense to everybody. Now, right here, you'll see my name. So basically, they're going to have the exercise, which is totally, you can copy and paste. The product, the recipe, and the tip, or, again, a product. Anytime it has a pamperedchef.com website, you're going to want to make sure it's directing to your personal website. All right, and then the blog spot's the easy one because it's just the very end of that, okay? And then you'll see number 2. Here's the exercise for the day. Here's the product of the day. Here's the tip or the recipe. Here, the recipe, and then here's the tip. And then here's the blog. All right, isn't this exciting? When I was looking at this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have to go compile all this together. And if you notice, about each one of these products, they're not showing the julienne peeler, right? They're not showing the vegetable peeler, right? They're showing items that are going to be good incentives for people to book a party. Do you see that? And these are just, here's the recipe, here's products, some more tips, here's the blog spot, exercise, look at that, you got the rock crack in there, right? So I want to just scroll down. They're talking about this. I'm going to tell you guys a couple of different things you can do. You can do it, and I think the way that this is set up, and you're going to notice in the verbiage, that it's saying everybody who orders is going to be entered to win a prize. And what they're doing is they're actually giving away the whole kit and caboodle. You don't have to do that. Theirs says once we reach $650 in sales, we're going to draw a winner for the all-purpose pot. The all-purpose pot is $230. At $650 in sales, how much free do you get this month? $230. So here's a couple things. That might encourage a lot of people to order to try to win that. Maybe you're a new consultant, Katie, and you're like, well, I'd like to have the all-purpose pot. I don't even have the all-purpose pot, right? So maybe what you do is you say, everybody who enters is going to get a chance to win a half-price item. You know, so maybe you're using the, and of course, that's when it reaches $650. And they have a little side note, if the sales don't reach $650, another prize will be given away. So, you know, you can think of it that way. You can give them even $25. You know, you're giving them something. If you want to keep all the free products for yourself, you can give them a half price item. You can offer them a part of the free products. So just to keep that in mind. But again, these are all products that are great. By featuring the different recipes, they're going to be seeing other products during the week when they watch the videos and when they are checking out the recipes. So I don't want you to feel too concerned with, oh my gosh, we're only showing them 7 products. We're only featuring 7 products on here, but they're definitely going to be seeing more. I mean, look, they're seeing, here's a little tip. You know, the tip revolves around an $11 product or $12 product, okay? So here's the other ones. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down because I like what they do at the end here. Here's day 8. Tune in tonight for additional bonus deals, which is kind of fun. Here's some bonus exercise. Here's a bonus product, bonus recipe, bonus tip. And then there is a place, I thought, and I may have missed it. And if there's not, and I'll go back and look at this a little bit. It's been kind of a crazy day, but I wanted to make sure I got this out to you guys today. But you can make a post in there about booking a show. You know, you're welcome to order anything that you want. However, if you'd like to book a party, it could be a live party. It could be a virtual party like this with your friends and family. You can certainly get any one of these items for free or half price at your own party. Okay. I think I got everything covered. I would love, let's see. I'm going to stop share here. Okay. Oh my gosh, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Okay, so does anybody have questions? I know I was going through some pretty basic things with the copying and the pasting, but like I said, I wanted everybody to feel comfortable taking this and running with it.
I have a question.
Okay.
We can take this and run with it as is, except we can put our personalized to our websites, right?
Correct.
Okay, now, because I had that question about Megan's, I watched hers. It was wonderful, and I thought, well, can I use this, or is this hers?
Well, you can't. Okay, and Aldana, that's a great question. And you cannot use that event that she has set up.
Right, but the content of it, I could copy and paste and drop my own, or maybe add something of my own.
Yes, and in fact, it's funny because I didn't realize this when Megan had started hers. Like, we had a director Zoom the other morning, and I'm like, oh, can I have your outline? And she started laughing. She goes, well, Christy, I just took your outline and just added some things from Pinterest that she had found about salad on a jar. So
right.
I will share, what I did this afternoon is I took Megan's outline I took Megan's event. I took the outline that I had that she started with basically, and I added the items from her event, those fun little recipes, you know, with the pictures, with all the ingredients. I love that. Very value added to your customers, first of all. And you could put little things in there like, oh my gosh, the salad choppers would be great for doing this, or oh my gosh, the julienne peeler would be great for this. So I will put both of those links on our team page. Katie and Bethany, I will also put that welcome video. Like I said, I did it just this past weekend, and I sent it to Julie and Dawn because they were just getting started, and they signed on Friday, and we did a virtual go show for them on Monday. Bethany, I know we did one quick for you too, and you had booked another party from that and had your live go show. So I will post that welcome video. I will post both of the outlines for the salad one and for this healthy eating one. Yeah, so what other questions can I answer for you?
Sometimes when I've tried to do something on Facebook, I'll go to the website and I'll pick up a picture, and then I try to add it to the Facebook, and it tells me I don't have enough pixels or something. It gives me a message that I need to have something with at least 400.
Okay, so let me show you this. I think that is regarding okay, are you guys seeing my Facebook?
Yes.
I think that's regarding the cover photo. When you're doing a cover photo on Facebook?
Correct. Yes.
The cover photo on Facebook is going to require a different shape. You can't just put a square, like a, square pig, rectangular hole, like you need to have it fit. Now, with that said, I will say that over here, like this one's perfect. If you want to just use this New Year healthy living, on Megan's, okay, hold on, let me go down here. On Megan's, or the salad one, I should say, that I taken and updated. There are actually, there's 3 different.
Right.
This one's probably not going to be a good cover photo. But these 2, salad in a jar, paper chef style, eat better, feel better, those 2 are going to be ones that you can use.
Okay.
And then on the website, if you are going to the website, do I have the website in here? It's right there. If you're on the website, there is going to be a place for you. There is going to be a place on the website where you can get right here, marketing imagery. Under training and resources, marketing imagery is going to give you a bunch of stuff. Your social media, you can click on, but they're going to actually have cover photos. So you don't want to just pick any. See right here, these are the cover photos. You can tell they're longer.
Okay.
That's the thing. You don't want to pick one of these square ones to put as a cover.
Okay.
Okay. And then they have videos. These are a great place to grab videos for your events and things like that. But I think I'm just feeling very excited. We have 2 outlines that are very strong outlines. And here's the thing. We kind of are a little bit in a crunch time because, the gyms are most crowded in January. They start falling off again in February, right? Even more so in March. Whereas really, if we can take this window of January and February and really kind of grab people when they're already thinking about eating healthier and then we can show them products that can help make that a little easier. I think that this is kind of a good nugget of time. And the nice thing about the virtual parties is that you can do it whether it snows 12 inches tomorrow or not. And you can probably I'm even thinking I have a party on Friday at Soup and Slippers, but I'm going to kind of promote the healthy eating and that we could do a live party or a virtual party because with a live party, you just grab one of those recipes that you're sharing and you make your party around that. And then you can take some of the tips and stuff and you can share those at the party, at your live party. Does that make sense?
I have a virtual party question.
Okay.
do you do groups or do you do an event?
Okay.
I saw a lot of debate about that on the group.
There is a lot of debate, and here is what I recommend. I recommend events all the way, and here's why. I'm not going to, in fact, I kind of got myself into a little bit of a discussion yesterday on a post on that page. I love the gal that started it. So thankful that she shares, and that is a great resource for getting pictures and things like that. Personally, I do not like people just adding me to an event or to a group. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Okay, I'll be there in a second. What?
I'm going to the story.
Oh, are you leaving right now? Okay. I'll text you.
Hi.
Bye. Here, look, he's got homework, and he's going on a date. Okay, so back to the deal. I prefer events, and here's why. Because you can invite people to an event, and they can accept or they can decline. I get it that you can leave a group, but I have heard so many people, even at my live parties, I've seen so many friends in the newsfeed. If I get added to one more group, whereas I've never heard, oh my gosh, if I get invited to one more thing. You see what I'm saying? So for some people, I think groups can be negative. Personally, we have our team group. If we're all on that virtual party group, there's already, for me, I have enough groups. For me, another reason I like events is there is an end date to an event. It can clear out. You can kind of start over, You can go back and look up an event from last year even on the calendar, and you can still post in those events that have been closed. The other thing I like about events is there is a way that you can message guests. And actually, this is a good time. Let me screen share this real quick. What time is it? Okay. We're just now at 5:30. So let me go over here. I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to go down here to my events. I'm going to go to our success night tomorrow. And I might just message all of you while we're sitting here. So on an event, the cool thing is I can click right here and see who all's been invited. Did you guys realize that you can see who has seen the event? Do you see this? Like I can see that Joanna and Carrie and Tracy and Katie and Kelly and Stephanie and Tracy have all seen the event, but they haven't responded, right? Now I can also see that Melody and Phyllis and Jennifer and Brianna and Jody, all these people haven't even seen the event. Does that make sense? And guess what? The same is true for our hosts and our virtual parties. But see this little gem right here? It's called Message Guests. And you know what you can do here? You can send individual messages to each person very easily. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click. Now Carrie's in Kentucky. Tracy's in Kentucky. I'm going to click all the girls. Kelly's in Kentucky. Stephanie lives here, but I believe she's still in Colorado. Courtney's seen it. She may not be on here anymore. I don't know if she is or not. Tracy's in Kentucky. So these girls have all seen the event. They just haven't clicked, that they're going or not. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to click Melody because she's in Kansas City. Phyllis is in Kansas City. Jennifer's in Kansas City. Dawn, Brianna, I'm not exactly, I think she's in Kansas somewhere. I'm not sure if she's in the Kansas City area. But do you see what I'm doing? I'm clicking these little buttons. Ohio, she's in Missouri, but kind of far away. She's in Kentucky. Jordan, I'm not exactly sure where you are. So you see what I'm doing is I'm clicking the people that I know are within reach. Okay, and I'm not friends with the others. So they're with Joellen, and I mean, I want to be friends with them, so no offense to you girls watching, but if I send a message to people I'm not friends with on Facebook, it'll probably just go to their others folder, and they may not see it anyway. So what I'm going to do here is, hey there, hope you can make it to our success night tomorrow. Please RSVP so we have enough material. Okay, Happy 2017. Okay, so the cool thing about this, let me just show you. I typed the message one time. Now notice I didn't put, hey Stephanie, hey, I just put, hey there. Or you might say, hey friend, or hey girl, because it's going out. If you could look up under here and my messages, you can see that it went to all those people individually, okay? So the cool thing about that is when you are hosting your own Facebook events, you can message your friends and your guests. If you are working with a host on a virtual event, then you can show her how to message her friends. And you can even copy and paste something that she can use as a message to them. Now I want to show you a couple of things on here. Can you guys see that? Okay, so Joanna already responded back. I actually have something going on tomorrow. Wednesday is not our typical night for a meeting, and we realize that. So that's going to happen. A lot of people have church, and we apologize for that. But and then, of course, Wednesdays they have Awana, so they can't make it. But I want you guys to notice that at the bottom of that message, the cool thing is there's a link right to the event. So that's important if you're thinking about you've invited people to this event and you're sending a message about that event. It's really cool that the link is right below that on the message to them. So they're actually able to just go right there and RSVP, if that makes sense. Okay? So I hope that answers your questions, Bethany, about the group. And I can honestly say there's not a right or wrong answer. It's totally, well, I shouldn't say it's totally preference. Mainly it's preference. But I will say, too, that there have been periods of time, especially when people are doing multiple events at a time, and they have a lot of groups, and they're posting the same or similar things to all these groups. Some people have been reported as spammers. Not so much with the events, but with groups, because people are getting invited or getting pulled into these groups without permission, and they complain to Facebook. And I have had friends who have gotten put in Facebook jail, is what they call it. And basically for 10 days, they are not allowed to be on Facebook posting anything. So that kind of would put a damper on your business a little bit.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Did you guys find this helpful? I know you haven't really seen the details of all the outlines yet, but I think you're going to really like them. I wanted to be able to have a time that I can kind of show you, kind of go through how to copy and paste, how to save a picture to the computer. Because like I said, we have 80 some people on our team. We have a lot of people at different comfort levels with technology. So I wanted to make sure that everybody is comfortable. So for those of you that weren't able to join us live, for those of you that were able to join us live, thank you. I know it was very last minute, so I appreciate that. For those of you that weren't able to, or those of you that were, if you think of something later, as I post the links, please comment on the team page. You can private message me too, but I'll probably ask you to post it on the team page as well, just so other people can kind of learn from the questions and stuff too.
So jumping on late, that's what I was going to ask. You're going to post this on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
So Karen, there's two outlines. There's
Okay.
the outline that that basically was what Megan did last night. I don't know if you were on that event. She did a star event. And then there's another outline that's specifically, well, it kind of incorporates a healthy eating challenge, like a 7-day challenge. And it has like recipes, exercise, tips, and a little blog section and a product that they feature every day. And you could run it as a 7-day event where you post, like they even have on the outline, it says day 1, day 2. But if you wanted to start it and you wanted to maybe start it tonight and end it on the 10th so you can get the free salad choppers to give away, you could totally start it and put product, put day 1s on there tonight even, or you can, double up on a couple of them or whatever. So, yeah, you'll be able to tweak it how you want. But just on the one that's really on both of them, you're going to want to just make sure you update any links. There's quite a few links on the healthy challenge one. There's links to the recipes, links for the products, links for the blog spot. So you'll want to just go through and highlight and copy and paste mine's Christy Leskovac. So I don't know if you use Sharon Hunt or how you did your website, but you just want to make sure that you kind of go through and convert it all to your website before you start copying and pasting.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, here's to a great success with our virtual parties and getting all of our customers and friends excited about the opportunity that they have. So if you have any questions, let me know. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night at our meeting at Bethany's. Thanks.
Bye.